Hey Virgo, this is Alex, and I'm here to bring you your love reading for this week. Hope you guys are all doing well. I shot a previous video for you all, but the universe decided that it wanted another reading for you, and I can understand why. The Ten of Cups is the first card out. So let's see what else God, angels, and universe has. Always remember, guys, that energy is fluid and roles can be reversed and readings are timeless. Queen of Pentacles. Look, 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 look. These are the same cards from your first reading as well. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And forgive me if my nails are dirty. I apologize. Okay, one more card for Virgo. All right, and this one hit the floor. So what do we have? Look at that, the sun. That is so awesome. Virgo, this is a great reading. I haven't even looked at your cards, and you got the King of Wands at the bottom. So for a lot of you guys, I remember from the first reading, your long-term goals, your long-term happiness is definitely something that you are looking at right now. You are getting very serious about it. You are showing up here in your own reading as the Queen of Pentacles here, Virgo. It's almost like you're getting your mojo back. You are establishing yourself as a, kind of quote unquote force to be reckoned with. And, it's almost like you're not settling for anything less. With the High Priestess here, that kind of says to me that, High Priestess and Chariot, High Priestess and Chariot, High Priestess and the Queen of Wands, you have the King of Wands sitting there, and here you have the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is very similar to the reading that did not record, Virgo. So with the High Priestess and then also the Queen of Wands, that kind of just says to me that you are only allowing yourself to be motivated or to be like you're only lending energy. Sorry, I'm adjusting my camera. There we go. Sorry, guys. It's almost like you're only allowing things, say for instance, that feel right, that check out right. You feel like it's coming from God, angels, and the universe. It's almost like you're only allowing that stuff to basically motivate you, to kind of quote unquote move you, to kind of move you into action, to ignite your passions. For you, Virgo, you could have realized that, say for instance, especially when it comes to love and relationships, you tend to jump the gun, right? And you have the Queen of Wands in both of these positions with the Death card and then also the High Priestess, okay? So it's almost like deep down inside, you actually kind of had to make a change deep within you when it came to love, because again, you tend to jump the gun, and for a while it's almost like things go happy, great, and wonderful, but then all of a sudden it's like the bottom falls out, right? And then you're kind of left stuck with disappointment and trying to figure out, where the hell did I go wrong? You got the double tens here, right, with the Ten of Cups and Ten of Wands. This is, right, burdens. This is you guys basically saying, okay, you know what? All that stuff that I've been through, all that stuff that, that was holding me back, all of my baggage from the past, I'm not necessarily doing that no more. I got to release that stuff. Tens in the tarot represent completion, right? And it's almost like you realize, say, for instance, what was holding you back. These are all of your issues and baggage, like I mentioned. You know what I mean? Older relationships, family drama, this, that, or the other. Right? Not only that, but what I'm also getting from this card as well is a lot of you guys could get kind of anxiety ridden, where it's almost like you have so many options, so many choices, so many things you want to do with this new person. Again, jumping the gun, right? That it places a lot of pressure on you, and then you may transfer that pressure over to your person. So it kind of impedes your progress when it comes to getting to the Ten of Cups, right? You and everybody else on the planet wants some sort of Ten of Cups situation or environment, right? We all want that happily ever after. We all want that, great or perfect or suitable mate that we can spend some significant time with for the rest of our lives. And I just kind of feel like, Virgo, maybe for you, you kind of now understand what's getting in the way of your happiness and also of your progress. Now, say for instance that you understand your value, your worth, what you're looking for, the quality that you should be looking for, you're going to move ahead actively, proactively, successfully. Okay, you got the Chariot here, Cancer, again with your signs, the earth signs, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, right? You are represented here and basically saying, look, I know what I deserve, I know what I want, I have a specific goal, and I'm not wavering. I'm not. Now, here is where the trouble comes in, because the Queen of Wands shows up, right? The Queen of Wands shows up twice. It's like something just happens inside of you. I'm not necessarily going to say you lose all sensibility. I don't know, again, if it is anxiety, if it could be passion, it could be excitement, it could be, this fire energy that's inside of you that comes out of you. And to an extent, maybe sometimes you ignore maybe gut messages, maybe intuitive messages, angelic messages, right? Because the High Priestess represents the unknown. And what I'm also getting as well, angels are saying you move completely into your carnal, and to an extent, it's almost like you neglect your spiritual, right? So it just kind of feels like for a lot of you guys, you take away from your experience. Like it's almost like you suck yourselves dry, or you suck your experiences dry because of all of the energy and excitement, if that makes sense, right? And I just said that, God, I wasn't even looking at this because I kind of drew a blank there momentarily, but it's like you suck all the life out of your situations, which is the Death card, right? Which is Scorpio, right? Like you completely transform your situation from like this beautiful, loving, not necessarily beautiful, loving, but this highly passionate, highly motivated, highly driven scenario into dissatisfaction. They're not doing what I want. It's almost like one half of it is excitement, but then say, for instance, if you're not fed in this relationship, or you're not necessarily paying attention to God, angels, in the universe, then that turns into tyranny, right? So you kind of go into I set my expectations, and this is not happening, that's not happening. And then, her passion, say for instance, turns into rage. Now, by the way, Virgo, you have issues like we all do. So I'm not necessarily saying you become rageful, right? But I do kind of feel like, again, that excitement is transformed into something that causes and leads you to dissatisfaction. Okay? They're also saying to me, especially with these two cards here, the Leo representing the sun, and then also the disappointment. It's almost like 1 minute everything was going great, and then the next minute it's like the bottom just fell out, right? And it's crazy because especially with the two Queen of Wands here, it's almost like everything was going great, everything was going good, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, the bottom fell out, and here I am now disappointed, and I don't freaking know how that happened. God, angels, and universe are saying, hey, if you were paying attention to your gut, you would have known how and why that happened, right? What I'm also getting as well, you got both Queen of Wands here, and you have the King of Wands too. Now, by the way, this also says to me too, if you are dealing with somebody or have been dealing with somebody, there could have been multiple women that person was actually dealing with, because sitting on the King of Wands side are the two feminine energies of the Queen of Pentacles, and then also the Queen of Wands, right? You were the Queen of Pentacles, and you could have had a sneaking suspicion that this person was entertaining a Queen of Wands. Okay? So you had the King of Wands and then also his queen. You could have also found out that this person was married as well, right? So that probably is what caused, because you got the Four of Wands here. So that is probably what caused the disappointment. You thought everything was going good, going great. You found out they were married or they were involved with somebody else. Your happily ever after, say for instance, might have come crashing to an end. But you're not going to let that stop you. You're not going to let that hold you down, hold you back. You're going to keep going. You know to pay attention to the signs the next time. You know what to do the next time, as in balance it out. Don't go too quick. Don't allow your energy and excitement and passion to turn sour, right? Not only that, but also at the same time, give yourself and your situation a lot more time than you've actually given it in the past, right? I also kind of feel with this, look at the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups are under that again. So this, to me, this is marriage and commitment, right? This whole situation is marriage and commitment. You could have been involved with somebody who was involved with somebody, right? Your person was involved or married with somebody. Or Virgo, you could have been in a situation and then decided to entertain another situation. I don't think it's that scenario. I think that you probably were dealing with somebody who were married. You could have been dealing with several people, again, who were pretending to be single, but they actually were married. And again, if you kind of if you stop the rush or if you slow the process down, you will learn this information way up front in the process. Way up front in the process. And when you do, you make a great decision that, you know what? I'm not dealing with this fool. You see what I'm saying? I'm going on about my business because I'm the Queen of Pentacles, honey. And he's not worth my time or my energy, right? So it's almost like if you kind of slowed it down, you could pick up that information sooner rather than later. And then the last thing that I will say is that this 10 of Wands here kind of also represents too, you know, kind of like you have all of these wands that are blocking your progress. They're blocking your motion. They're blocking your progress, blocking your forward motion is what I'm trying to say horribly. But blocking your forward motion to basically find out what it is that you need to find out about the person that you are either dealing with or the person you have just met, or maybe someone you have met in the past where, again, everything was going good. You found out they were dealing with somebody else. The bottom fell out of your situation, but now you're like, you know what? I gotta do something different. I gotta change me because this shit keeps happening. Okay. So anyway, Virgo, I hope that helps. If the video reading does resonate, please feel free to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye.